Hi, thanks for joining me today. My name is Chris, and today I am bringing you my layout for sketch number 5 for Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. Now on this sketch it calls for a circular element, which I'm using a big doily, a few layers of pattern papers, and then florals on the side. So what I am doing is taking this gold paper that came from it is the Pebbles paper pad, Hey Hello, and it just had that foiled paper in there. And so I'm going to use it to mat this very, very busy paper. This is from Color Box from 2012. It is very thin, but to me it really looked like something that you'd see in Japan. And I am scrapbooking two photos that I took from the Senzoji Temple, which is in Asakusa, and which is like right outside of part of Tokyo. And so this was one of my trips that I took for when I was a flight attendant, and we had a day where we could ride the train over to the temple and check it all out. And I've scrapbooked a lot of it, so I'm not putting any journaling on it. I'm keeping it very simple. I didn't have a lot of embellishments because the background paper is so very busy. And I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I think if I had it to do over again, I would probably skip the florals, but I was trying to follow the sketch. Now the florals that I used were from a Vicky Bouton stamp set, and I just stamped those using my, whatchamacallit, my Stays-On, because I didn't want it to smudge. And I did it on tracing paper, so it's a very thin, and I was hoping that by having it with that light color, it would be good against that busy background and still allow you to see some of it coming through. I think I put too many on, so in the end, but it's still not a bad layout. So here I'm taking some paper that this is probably from like 2009 or older. It's paper that I bought from Archiver, so how long have they been gone? And I only have a little bit of the scraps left, but I really love that cherry blossom look. On one side it's just the grays, and then on the other side is got a little hint of pink. But because this background paper is so busy with the greens and the reds, I chose to use the black side of it. So here I am, I'm just kind of layering everything up and just putting them underneath. Now I did layer these pictures onto a piece of kind of a slate gray black paper that came from the Auburn Lanes collection. This was just a scrap piece of paper in my stash. So I'm very much using old stash and old scraps to try and make this layout. The only new piece of paper that's on here is that gold that I just recently got in my paper stash. So I'm just gluing it all down, and then the last thing I'm going to do is I am going to scatter those flowers all the way down the left side, just like what was in the sketch. Now to kind of pop them up a little bit, what I had done was taken my Stampin' Up! Blender pen along with a gold ink pad that I had, and so I just kind of went over each of the flowers and just gave it a little bit of gold highlighting, so it's not real noticeable unless you hold it up to the light. And I really like how that kind of pulled off. And then I just used a little bit of quick dry adhesive down below to help adhere everything down, just here and there. I didn't put a lot of glue because I still wanted all the flowers to be able to pop up and lift off, and they're very delicate because of them being on the tracing paper. After I get all of these glued down, I'm just going to take my thickers that I have, they're the Happy font, and I spell out Senzoji Temple at the bottom, just where the sketch showed. And that is it for my layout. It's very simple. I'm enjoying following these sketches and then trying to deep dive in my stash and use up some of these older items. please make sure that you check out the description box below. Anyone who is following along either on Instagram or on YouTube will be listed down below in the links. Make sure you follow along and see what they did for this sketch. I know that Christy is playing along with every one of them. I don't know what everyone else is doing. And so far I'm pretty good. This is day number 5 and I'm hoping to make it for all 30 days, but we'll see. And yeah, so I want to thank you again for coming out and joining me again today, and I hope to see your different layouts that you make using this sketch. You all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow with another layout. After I finish this video, there will be close-ups of the layout at the end, and also there was at the beginning was the sketch, and I'll also try and link this with my video on some of the YouTube channels. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.